Is that same? Always the same, more or less. So lay down on the mat. Knees bent if you have any tension in the lumbar spine. Otherwise, you can put your legs also in a kind of shavasana style. Up to you to find the position that you prefer today. Roll the arms outward and slide the shoulder blades toward the waist. Pull the back of your head away from the shoulders. Close your eyes. Inhale deeply and exhale fully with your mouth. Release all tension with the exhalation. One more time. Hello, Ruth. Okay. Relax your forehead, eyebrows, and the skin between the eyebrows. Relax your eyes and let them sink deeper into the skull. Relax the skin of your face. Unclench your jaw. And let your lips open slightly. Relax your throat, your neck, and your shoulders. Arms, forearms, and hands. Relax your back, the muscles of your back and your spine, vertebra per vertebra. Relax your belly and the whole abdominal muscles. Relax your hips, groins, hamstring, thighs, relax your knees, calf and shins. Relax your ankles and feet. Bring the attention into your breathing cycle and start observing every aspect of your breathing cycle. Which part of your breath is longer? Inhalation or exhalation? Observe. Observe the small pauses between inhalation and exhalation, and between exhalation and inhalation, the small moments where everything stops, even your breath. Become aware of the 4 phases of your breathing cycle. Inhalation, pause, exhalation, pause. And there too, observe. Is one of the 2 poses longer? Just observe. Observe which part of your body moves the most? Chest or belly? If both moves, which one moves first? Observe without changing anything. And now observing your chest. Observe which part of the chest moves the most. Left or right? Is there any difference between left and right? Observe. Three more observing breaths. At the end of the third breath, take control. And if there's any difference between left and right, adjust your lungs. Try and open more the side of the chest that need more opening. You can adjust both physically, for instance, rotating outward the arm of the more contracted side, or even mentally. Bring your breath where you want it to be. Yeah, it's kind of magic, but it's real. Bring your breath on the side of the chest that you want more opened. Find a balance between left and right side. And once that you're happy with this new balance, lengthen your breath. Create a long, slow, steady breath. Same opening on left and right side. Long, slow, steady breath. From your next breath, create a breathing cycle of the same length for inhalation and exhalation. Same opening on left and right side. Long, slow breath. Same length for inhalation and exhalation. Long, slow, steady breath. Three more breaths. At the end of the third, go back to a normal breath, but observe, just for a brief moment, if your lungs keep the new balance for a brief moment or not, or go back to the older balance as soon as you stop controlling them. Bend your knees, roll on the right side. Stay on the right side for a brief moment before pushing with the left hand to sit up. Sit on your heels. If it's super uncomfortable, you can either create a small roll, even with the mat, and put it just under the ankle. Or if the problem is more the knees, you can put a pillow between the heels and the buttocks. Put your hands on your... Okay, Tara is frozen. Put your hands on your thighs, sternum up, shoulder blades down, and create circles with the lumbar spine. We start straight away awakening the lumbar spine. Small circles. Okay, and also on the other side. Still sitting on the heels, knees together. Put your hands behind your feet. Okay. Lift your hip and roll the hips backward. So slide the tailbone under and pull the pubic bone up. Sternum up, belly in, lengthen your thighs. Stay there, lengthening your thighs and keeping the rotation of the hip to go even deeper in this stretch. Okay, slowly lower your buttocks. Put your hands just in front of the knees. Roll your arms outward. Inhale deeply. With the exhalation, roll your hips backward. Push your spine back and look at your belly. Roll your arms inward and push with the hands against the ground. Inhale, roll your hips forward, roll your arms outward, push your chest through the arms and look at the sky. Exhale, roll your hips backward, roll your arms inward, look at your belly. Inhale, roll your hips forward, roll your arms outward and look at the sky. One more time. Exhale, look at your belly. Inhale, look at the sky. Okay. Tabletop position. In case you can put your fists under the shoulders. There's not a problem at all. Okay. Keep your knees together. Inhale deeply. With the exhalation, roll your hips backward. Push the spine toward the sky. Lift your right knee and touch with your right knee your forehead. Inhale, straighten your legs just behind you. Flex feet. Exhale, touch your forehead. Inhale, straighten your leg. Exhale, touch your forehead. Inhale, straighten your leg. Exhale, forehead. Inhale, straight. Exhale, forehead. Inhale, straight. Okay, lower your knee and let's change side. Inhale deeply. Exhale, roll your hips backward, push your spine toward the sky, lift your left knee and touch your forehead. Inhale, straighten your legs, flex feet. Exhale, forehead. Inhale, straight. Exhale, touch your forehead. Inhale, straighten your leg. Exhale, forehead. Inhale, straight. One last time. Exhale, forehead. Inhale, straight. Okay, perfect. Now, put your hands in proper way with the palm of the hand facing, touching the ground. Roll your arms outward. Slide the shoulder blades over the waist. Straighten your right leg. Flex feet. Lower your right feet down to the ground. Inhale deeply. And with the exhalation, lift your left knee up toward the chest. 3 breaths. Push the knee toward the chest. At the end of the 3rd breath, lower your knee and change side. Straighten your left leg, flex feet, lower your toes to the ground. Inhale. Exhale, lift your right leg, right knee toward the chest. More, Jackie. Push it, push it, push it. Okay. Perfect. And lower again. Okay. Going up in your forehead. Forearms. Not yet on the forehead. Okay. Now, straighten your legs and create a plank. Plank position. Look at the end of your mat. Slide the shell in the tailbone under. Lower your hip, Jackie. Okay, perfect. 3 breaths. Plank pose on the forearm. At the end of the 3rd breath, lower your knees and hip. Okay. Roll your hips backward. So push the belly in. In the meantime, push the sternum to the front of the mat. And slide the shoulder blades down toward the ground. Keep on rotating the hip backward. 3 breaths. At the end of the 3rd breath, lower your body down to the ground. Put the hands next to the hips with the palm facing the sky. Inhale deeply. With the exhalation, lift your head, shoulders and arms. Just head, shoulders and arms. 3 breaths. At the end of the 3rd breath, lower your body again. Welcome back, Tara. Inhale deeply. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. lift your head, shoulders, and arms. Relax your legs. Legs, buttocks, completely relaxed. And slowly go down. Now put your hands right under your hip bones. Inhale deeply. And with the exhalation, lift your head, shoulders, arms. Rotate the arms outward. And push your elbows a little bit to the back. To your toes, even. And release. One more time, inhale deeply. With the exhalation, lift your head, shoulders, rotate the arms outward, push the elbows down toward the feet. 3 breaths. Push the elbows closer. And release. Keep the hands there. Inhale deeply. With the exhalation, lift slightly, just a few millimeters, the legs. 3 breaths. And relax. Inhale deeply. With the exhalation, lift your legs just a tiny bit. But lift also your head, shoulders, and arms. Push the arms, push the elbows toward the feet. 3 breaths. And at the end of the third, relax. 3 breaths looking on your right side, 3 breaths looking at your left side. You can put your hands right under your face if you feel it more comfortable. Close your eyes. Put your hands next to your chest. Push with the hands against the ground. And enter your child pose. 3 breaths. At the end of the third breath, come up. If you need to, you can put a pillow under your knees now. Just to be a bit more comfortable. Put the pillow under your left leg, left knee. And walk forward with your right feet. Okay. Sternum up, shoulder blades down. Put your hands on the waist. And slowly keep on walking forward with your right feet. But keep the hips squared, parallel to the small side of the mat. Okay. A bit more. Bend your knee, Ruth. Okay. The idea is to lengthen the left groin. So, now that you think you are at your maximum, start rotating the hip backward. Rotate the hip backward. More, more, more. Lengthen the lumbar spine. Belly in. All those movements bring to the same result. Rotation of the hip. belly in, slide the tailbone under, pubis up. Okay. 3 breaths. At the end of the 3rd breath, rotate your hips forward, put your hands on the ground, and walk forward with your feet to straighten your leg at your maximum. Right leg straight. Sternum up, shoulder blades down. 3 breaths. Sorry, 3 more, because we need to wait for Jackie. Yeah, I can see you. At the end of the last 3, walk back with your right feet. Keep the chest in contact with your leg. Tuck your left toes under. And now push your heel back and straighten the leg. 3 breaths. Ruth, is the other? Yes. Okay, perfect. 3 breaths. Lower your hip. Okay. Lower your knee and change side. So now put the pillow under the right knee. Walk forward with your left feet. Now start rotating the hip backward. But on the meantime, push the hip forward. Keep the hip squared, so parallel to the short side of the mat. Tuck the tailbone under, pubis up, belly in, and keep on lengthening the right groin. Okay. Tara, push just a tiny bit from the outer left knee to the outer left hip. Outer left knee to outer left hip. It's just to adjust a little bit the hip, because you have the left side of the hip slightly forward. Last moments. Keep on lengthening the groin. Now, rotate your hip forward. Walk forward with your left feet. Straighten your leg at your maximum for 6 breaths. Left leg straight. Straighter that you can. Sternum up, shoulder blades down. At the end of the 6th, walk back with your left feet. Keep the chest and the thigh in contact. Take your right toe under and pull the heel back. Straighten your leg. Keep on pushing the heel back. Keep on lengthening the right groin. Keep on pushing down the heel, the hip. Heel back. And slowly lower your knee and go back in tabletop position. Keep the 2 feet together, 2 knees together. Don't know what I have today. 2 knees together. Roll your arms outward. Inhale deeply. With the exhalation, lift your right feet up to the ground. Knees bent. 90 degrees. Knee and 90 degrees. The base of the feet is up to the sky. 3 breaths. And change leg. Keep your knees bent at 90 degrees, but lift your feet up to the sky. A little bit more. Okay, perfect. Sit on your heels, hands over the thighs, and belly dance. Create circles with the lumbar spine. Turn also on the other side. Now, roll your arms outward. Push the thumbs back. Sternum up, shoulder blades down. Roll your hips backward to lengthen the lumbar spine, but open the chest. 3 breaths. And release. Do you have a belt? A quite long one? Or scarf? Quite long one. Perfect. Just waiting for Jackie. So the idea, while we're waiting for Jackie, I'm gonna show you one for, well, she's here. Okay. So the idea is to put the belt behind the shoulder blades. And the belt come up just under the armpit. It's a little bit too short, Jackie, for what we're looking for, so we're gonna do something different. It's not a problem. Okay, so let's change way to use the belt. Lay down. Lay down on the ground. Inhale deeply. With the exhalation, bend your right leg and push the right feet up to the sky. 3 breaths. At the end of the 3rd breath, lower your feet and change leg. Bend your left leg and lift the feet, the knee, the leg, as much as you can. 3 breaths. Okay. Now, grab your belt, put the belt around the right ankle. Keep the knees bent. Grab the belt And using the belt, try and put your heels against the buttocks. Just use the belt. Pull the belt as much as you can. Okay. Now, still holding the belt, lift your arms and keep on pulling the feet toward the buttocks. 3 breaths. If you cannot straighten your legs, just keep the arms. Just keep the arm as much as you can close to the head. 3 breaths. And release. Change leg. Put the belt around the ankle, the left ankle. Put the belt just over the shoulder now. Now, just use the belt. Pull the belt to have your left heel as much as you can close to the buttock. Yes. Perfect, Jackie. Okay. Now, if you can, start straightening your arms and keep on pulling the arms up to activate even more this arch of the spine. 3 breaths. And slowly release. Put your hands next to the chest, push with the hands against the ground, and move into the child pose again for 3 breaths. At the end of the 3rd breath, go in tabletop position. Roll your arms outward, slide the shoulder blades toward the waist. Put your feet as wide as the mat. Tuck your toes under, inhale deeply, and with the exhalation, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Roll the arms outward. Lift your heels as high as you can. Roll the hips forward. Push the chest toward the toes. And keeping those movements in place, slowly, allow your heels to move down toward the ground. Inhale deeply. With the exhalation, move forward to enter a plank pose. If needed, you can move a tiny bit your hands. Tuck the tailbone under, sternum up, shoulder blades down. Plank pose. Okay. Inhale deeply. With the exhalation, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Inhale. Exhale, plank pose. Inhale. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Inhale. Exhale, plank pose. Jackie, pay attention not to lower too much the hip. Okay, that's perfect. And again, Adho Mukha Svanasana. One last time.
plank pose. En Adho Mukha Svanasana. Okay, now, I didn't say that we're gonna stop now. It was last time to do that movement. Now, put the 2 feet together in the middle of the mat. Inhale deeply with the exhalation. Bend your right leg and put your right knee just behind your right hand. Okay. Slide the right feet to the left and walk back with the left feet to lower your hip. Yes, it's Eka Baddha Raja Kapotasana. Okay. Perfect. Lower your, put your elbows down. Keep the forearm parallel. Sternum up, shoulder blades down. Look in front of you, just in front of you. And start, even in this position, start rotating the hip backward. Sternum up, shoulder blades down, rotate the hip backward. Inhale deeply with the exhalation, bend your left knee. 3 breaths. Sternum up, shoulder blades down. At the end of the 3rd breath, lower your feet again. Tuck your toes under and pull the heel back. Lift your knee. Push the heel back even more. Lower your knee again. Bend your knee again. Exactly the same that we did before. Stay there. Now, move your left elbows to the middle of the mat. Still with the knee bent, yes. Sternum up, shoulder blades down. Inhale deeply with the exhalation. Rotate the right arm outward. Push the left shoulder to the right, right shoulder to the back. And if you can, grab your feet. Or also the pant. Also the pant is a lovely version. Sternum up, shoulder blades down. Keep on pushing with the elbows against the ground. Now, put your left hand next to the right knee. Okay. And keep on pushing with the elbows against the ground. Keep on pushing the right shoulder to the back, left shoulder to the right. Look behind you, 3 breaths. At the end of the 3rd breath, release and go down to the ground. Still with the knee, with the right feet under the left groin. 3 breaths. At the end of the 3rd breath, slowly walk back with your hands. Put your hands close to the right knee for the right hand and the left knee right under the shoulder. Sternum up, shoulder blades down. Rotate the hip backward. Lengthen your left groin. Move your left hand in the middle of the mat, just like we did before. Bend your left knee. Move your left shoulder to the right, right shoulder to the left. Rotate the arms outward, and if you can, grab your feet. It can be easier, it can be harder. So, in case, just remember that also grabbing the bend is a lovely variation. Sternum up, shoulder blades down. And slowly release. Go to the elbows again. Sternum up, shoulder blades down. Move your right elbows to the middle of the mat. Bend your left knee. Roll the left arm outward and grab the feet. Rotate the arm to have the hands on the right hand on the left side of the mat. 3 breaths. At the end of the 3rd breath, release again. But now walk up with both hands on the mat. Sternum up, shoulder blades down. Move the right hand in the middle of the mat. Bend your left knee. Push the right shoulder to the left, left shoulder to the right, and grab again your feet. Sternum up, shoulder blades down. Keep on pushing with the right hand against the ground. And slowly release. Release completely, just 3 breaths. At the end of the 3rd breath, walk back with your hands. Now, walk a little bit closer with both knees. Just lift a tiny bit your hip. A little bit more, Tara. Okay, it's not ecco padaraja kapadasana, so it's a different pose. Okay, now activate the inner muscles of the legs and lift your body up. Rotate the hip backward, and that's why we decided to lift the hip, because otherwise it's almost impossible. Push the belly in, slide the tailbone under, pubic bone up, sternum up, shoulder blades down, roll the arms outward, and push the thumbs back. Open the chest. 3 breaths. At the end of the 3rd breath, put both hands onto the ground, tuck your left toes under, and enter Adho Mukha Svanasana. From there, inhale deeply. With the exhalation, bend your left knee and put your left knee just behind your left hand. Slide the left feet to the right. Walk back with your right feet to lower your hip. Okay. Put your elbows down to the ground. Sternum up, shoulder blades down. Okay, now, bend your right leg. Lower your hip as much as you can. Lower your feet, tuck your toes under, and now push your heel back. When you push your heel back, the knee will be lifted and the leg will be straight. That's the idea. So keep on pushing the heel back. Slowly allow your knee to go down. Bend your knee, and again, keep your feet as much as you can close to the buttocks. Sternum up, shoulder blades down. Now, move your right elbow to the middle of the mat, sternum up, shoulder blades down. Keep the legs there. Push with the right elbow against the ground. Push the right shoulder to the left, left shoulder to the right. Roll the left arm outward. Grab your feet and move your right hand closer to the left knee. Sternum up, shoulder blades down. 3 breaths. Also there, if it's a little bit too complicated, remember that you can always grab the pant at the end of the 3rd breath. Slowly go back to center. Lower your feet to the ground and lower your body to the ground. 3 breaths. At the end of the 3rd breath, back with the elbows onto the ground. Sternum up, shoulder blades down. Bend your right leg. Move your left elbows in the middle of the mat. Push with the elbows against the ground. Push the left shoulder to the right, right shoulder to the back. Roll the arms outward and grab. Sternum up, shoulder blades down. Move the the left hand closer to the right side of the mat. Yes. Sternum up, shoulder blades down. Slowly go back to center. Walk up with your hands. Sternum up, shoulder blades down, roll the arms outward. Bend your right leg. Put your right hand in the middle of the mat. Push the right shoulder to the left, left shoulder to the right. Roll the arms outward and grab your feet again. 3 breaths. Keep on pushing with the right hand against the ground. Keep on rotating the hip backward. At the end of the 3rd breath, go back to center. Allow your feet to go down, just for a brief moment. Sternum up, shoulder blades down. Bend your right leg again. Then move your left hand in the middle of the mat. Push the left shoulder to the right, right shoulder to the back. Grab your feet, sternum up, shoulder blades down. 3 breaths. At the end of the 3rd breath, go back to center and lay down for 3 breaths. At the end of the third breath, walk up with your hands. Move the two knees closer in order to have your hips lifted. And now, activating the muscles of your legs, lift your chest, rotate the hip backward, slide the tailbone under, pubis up, sternum up, shoulder blades down, roll the arms outward, and push the thumbs back. 3 breaths. Belly in, even more. And slowly down to the ground. Enter the child pose. Find a version that is more comfortable for you today, either with the knees together or the knees apart, hands to the front of the mat or to the back of the mat, whichever is more comfortable for you now. Stay there and just relax. Three more breaths. At the end of the third breath, slowly come up. Sit in a cross-legged position, but if it's more comfortable for you, you can also sit on a bolster. There's not a problem at all. Or on a pillow, cushion, blankets, whatever is more comfortable for you. Okay. And start creating circles with the lumbar spine. Try and keep the head the more that you can still. Turn also on the other side. There's always one side that is a little bit more difficult to move. So it's 100% normal. Don't feel weird about it. Okay. Now, put your right hand down to the ground. Right hand just down to the ground, easily, next to the buttocks. Sternum up, shoulder blades down. Lift your right hand up to the sky. The left hand, sorry, up to the sky. And lower the left arm down into the shoulder socket. And observe that when you do this movement, the tension around the neck are less. Okay. Now, start pushing with the right hand against the ground. Push the chest to the left and allow the left hand to move to the right. It's just that. It's not more difficult than that. It's just that. Okay. Go back to center and change arm. Put your left hand down to the ground. Lift your right, well, the other one. Okay. The other arm up. Put it down to the shoulder socket. Push with the hands against the ground to push the chest to the outer side and allow the upper arm to move to the side. Just stretch the lateral side of your body. Okay. Put your hands over the knees again. And do a sort of movement, not a complete circle, but more a sort of like, you know, the sort of oscillation that is just, okay, let's move to the right and to the left, releasing the tension of the lumbar spine, not controlling everything. Just let go. Close your eyes and keep on moving right and left, right and left. Like we were moved by the wind. Right and left, right and left. Let go. You can also relax completely the arms, but keep on moving left and right, left and right. Relax the spine, left and right, left and right. Now lay down on the mat. I'm not yet finished, unfortunately. Lay down on the mat. Knees bend. Keep the feet close to the buttocks. Roll your arms outward with the palm of the hand facing the sky, close to the hips. Slide the shoulder blades over the waist. Inhale deeply. Look straight in front of you, straight to the sky. Don't turn your head now. Inhale deeply. With the exhalation, lift your hips. Tuck the tailbone under. Push with the feet against the ground. And allow the chest to move toward the face. Push, 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 push. Even more. And slowly release. One more time. Inhale deeply. With the exhalation, tuck the tailbone under, belly in, push with the feet against the ground, lift your hip, keep on pushing with the feet against the ground. Push also the two knees together. Chest to the face and release. Now, grab the belt again and put the belt around the two ankles. Just like that. Keep the feet close to the buttocks, just like it were before. We're just adding the belt. So keep the belt around the the ankles. Roll the arms outward, slide the shoulder blades over the waist. Inhale deeply with exhalation, tag the tailbone under, start lifting your hip. Start pushing with the feet against the ground. And use also the belt to push even further the hip up to the sky. And slowly release. Now, try and move closer with the feet to the buttocks. You still the belt, but walk a little bit closer with the hands to the feet. Inhale deeply. With the exhalation, tuck the tailbone under. Start lifting your hip. Start pushing with the feet against the ground. Roll your arms outward. Push the chest up. Push the heel, the hip up. Stay there. And slowly release. Okay. Grab your knees. Push the knees to the chest. Roll the legs up to the side, right and left. Now allow the 2 feet to go down to the ground. Keep the knees bent. Put your arms in cactus pose. With the forearm parallel, elbows at 90 degrees. Inhale deeply. With the exhalation, allow the knees to fall to the right and look at your left. Inhale. With the exhalation, come up. Inhale. Exhale down to the left, look at your right side. Inhale. Exhale, come up. The movement is done on the exhalation. Inhale. Exhale, knees to the right. Look at your left. Inhale. Exhale up. Inhale. Exhale, knee to the left. Look at your right side. Inhale. To the center. And one last time. Inhale. Exhale, knees to the right. Look at your left. Inhale. Exhale to the center. Inhale. Exhale to the left. Look at your right side. Inhale. And back to center. Grab everything you need to be comfortable in Shavasana.
Blankets, eye cushions. Be sure to be comfortable and warm. If you have a light weight, you can put it over your belly to allow your body to relax completely. At the end of Shavasana, I'm going to chant a mantra, and at the end of the mantra, I'm going to and gonna guide you out of the pose. Till that very moment, just relax. Purnamadam Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate Purnamadam Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate Purnamadam Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate Om. Really slowly. Start moving your toes and fingers. Bring back the awareness into your body. Inhale deeply and exhale fully with your mouth. Release all tension with the exhalation. One more time. Bend your knees, roll on the right side. Stay on the right side for a brief moment before pushing with the left hand to sit up. Find a comfortable seat. Keep the spine straight. Put thumb and finger and index finger together, palm of the hand facing the sky or the ground, whichever is more comfortable for you. Close your eyes. Inhale deeply. Put your hands in prayer position in front of the chest. Open your eyes. Namaste.